Test, test. All right. You should be able to hear me through the mic on the webcam. Let me double check to make sure. Test, test, test. Okay, yep. Don't have speakers yet. Let me put my earbuds in so I cannot hear right now. I'm not in the studio today. I'm in the family room. Reason I'm in the family room because I'm still working on the Loki computer, the new computer I just built this weekend. So right now I have it set up here in the family room. And grab my phone and turn off my Wi-Fi, turn off my Bluetooth. Okay, waiting for it to connect. Okay, audio should be connected now. And I got to get it set over. All right, still trying to get my headset. It's in, but it's not connected. And my video monitor is down here. That's why y'all see me looking down, because my screen is down here. I gotta get something high enough to sit it on so I can see it. And I left my glasses upstairs. All right, where's my audio? Okay. Headphones. All right, let me disconnect and reconnect or let me turn them off and turn them back on. Okay, this was not even on. Not connected. Let me redock them. Okay, I guess I can go ahead and get started until Because right now, until I share the link and have others to join in, I don't have to worry about hearing anybody. So I can go ahead and start what I need until then. All right, let's go ahead and start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's going on, everybody? You are here with Ken Ellis, aka The Kid. This is another episode of Atlanta DJ Zone Tech Tuesday Live DJ podcast show that speaks on from technical stuff to other aspects of audio, video, and DJ. Now, tonight, of course, was a last minute thing. It was something that came up yesterday. Somebody had a question that they were asking about a youth party or a high school or middle school or elementary school party, something with kids, and as for the music. So after going through the comments, I came up with the idea of having the next show based off, similar to what his scenario was, but asking the question, what if? Now, for all those out there that are Marvel fans, know that there's a series of shows that there's some that's out already, but now they have some new ones that are out, and it's called What If. And basically what it entails is that it looks at the Marvel universe from a different perspective, as in where the timeline is altered at one point, and is, instead of it going this direction, it aims and skews into another direction. And so the current episode that's out right now is with Captain America. It's basically like a Captain America type what if, and instead of Steve Rogers becoming Captain America, Peggy Carter becomes a super soldier hero. She ends up getting the serum and stuff like that. So basically, that's where things are altered, and what they're doing, they're going through and changing the whole Marvel Universe timeline, cinema timeline, to where it's saying, well, what if this didn't happen and this happened? So I came up with the what if and related to the DJ aspect. And it's basically we throwing a scenario out. And we're looking at it from several different angles. We're looking at it from the common angle, and then somebody may have it in a non-traditional type of angle to where it will work too. And then you have people that are just throwing stuff out, and it kind of makes you think, okay, well, yeah, that could work in some other ways. So we're basically looking at other ideas and concepts of how to do things. Because, I mean, with me, I'm a type of person, I go against the grain a lot of times with a lot of stuff. I may take something that may be done a traditional way, and I may find an easier or quicker or some other type of way that makes it more efficient, and I do it that way. And I do that a lot. I do that mostly at work, especially when I start a new job and I got something and I start doing it for a certain amount of time, and I'm like, okay, there has to be a better way to do this. And that's what I do. I can find a different way to do stuff, different than the traditional stuff. So as for in the DJ aspect, what we're doing, coming up with scenarios. I asked maybe 4 or 5 different DJ groups to come up with scenarios of what what we could do and how can it be done differently. So I got one that I came up with, the one that the other DJ that had posted. I came up with a scenario that way, and then I got some from other groups that I need to pull up and check to see what has been updated to see exactly what scenarios that other people came up with. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. That's what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna look at different scenarios, but we're gonna look at it in an aspect of what if. All right, so let's see who we got out there real quick. Let me look at the comments. All right. What's up? What's up, Dirty? He was here. I think he was here before I started, or right when I went live. What's going on? Thank you for tuning in. What's up, Eric Press? Let's see what you're saying. What type of music should you play at a school party? Yeah, that one was somewhat of the concept of what I wanted to do. Now, I posted in one group, and they basically took my example and just started blowing away with that. I'm like, dude, this is just an example. This is not even full. So you tune in, you'll be able to hear the full example, and then you can go ahead and tackle as for that. Let's see what else he said. What if? Yeah, and a lot of the scenarios are basically like what if situations or emergency situations. Like in the zone group, a lot of the replies that I saw were more technical stuff, and I really wasn't thinking about technical situation. I was thinking about more of the aspect situation of going to bed, good night. More of the aspect situation of something that will happen during an event, not more as for technical. But yeah, we can get into technical too, because y'all know I will get into technical all day, and I will disassemble it, reassemble it, take it apart, restructure it, disassemble that, then put it back together the original way, and then tell you how both ways are and which way should be the best. And see who else. Alan B. What if? Yeah, and that's when I came up with it, that's what I was thinking about, the what if, because at that time I think I was thinking I had planned on going back and watching the first episode that just came out last week, because I like to watch stuff twice and look carefully after I've seen what happened and seen how that story goes. I go through and look at stuff in detail. And that's what I always do when I watch something the second time. I go through and look at the background, and I look at other stuff and see how that is done. All right, give me a minute. I need to find a chair or something. I could slide the computer over here. Yeah, I guess it would reach. Let me slide the computer that I have, and I could sit the monitor on top of it. The computer that I have is the case is huge. The case is about 2.5 feet tall and probably maybe just about that wide. And it's kind of heavy with nothing in it. Now that I got stuff in it, it's a little bit heavier. And the handles that it have on it, it looks, when I first saw the case, I'm like, that's Loki. That's because it looks like it could be the horns of Loki. So I call this build the Loki variant build. And it's actually, the parts that I got were the exact same parts for the one that I have now, the one that I have in the area now, which I couldn't go live from it tonight because I pulled the drive out of it. And what did I do with it? is sitting around here somewhere. But anyway, here's the parts that I have in it. And you might not be able to see it because there's a sharp glare or a sharp light on it. But this is a Ryzen 7 CPU 37 or 3800, one of them. 3800, can't see it because the light on it is too bright. Okay, I have to pull it back. And that's the dimmest I can get this light. I wanted to bring up my too bright. And probably what I'm gonna do later on, I'm gonna end up going over to the couch behind me. I'm gonna end up sitting back there in a little while. Right now, I'm sitting in a chair that I got to take strain off my knees. I don't know if you guys ever seen a chair like this before. Any one of y'all ever sat on a chair like this? You sit right here and your knees fold out and go under here. So pretend like my arm is my leg. Here's my feet right here. So my feet would end up like this and my knees would be up here. So it's more like, and I really can't do it. But anyway, you sit on this part and your knees are right here and your legs go to the back. I could probably just actually sit on it real quick. Let's see. Yeah, like this. I can turn it from the side. And you don't have any arm support. You don't have any back support. But it gives you a little bit more vulnerability to move around. So I like that. But I can only sit on it for so much time before I get tired and I want to either sit on a couch or sit in a regular chair, something where I can lay back and relax a little bit more. But this, after I get off work, because my knees are hurting because I'm standing up all day and walking around all night or whatever. So it takes some of the strain off my knees and my feet. So I sit on this for a while, then I'll sit back on the couch or somewhere else. This is the motherboard that I have. And once again, you probably can't see that either because it's too bright. It's Republic of the Gamers. I think that's it's an Asus brand. This is my second board like that. My kids upstairs, I think they have the same board or a board of close to the same generation. All right. Let me see. We got some more comments before I move stuff around. Yep, that's what I call it. What if? Well, I call it DJ scenario discussion, and then what if? Yeah, when I got it from Goodwill, it was probably maybe like $7 or $8, and they had massage chair on it, and I think people didn't know how to sit on it because they thought that it was a massage chair. You probably can use it as a massage chair. I tried sitting on it like that one time, but your feet are too close to the ground. If you try to, don't have no back support. I mean, yeah, you can, but I'm so far up and my legs are all on the floor. So it kind of feels a little bit uncomfortable. But you probably can, and I don't know. Oh, can't do that too long because the chair it'll start to rock back. So I guess I can sit like this for a while because I need somewhere to have my keyboard. So I'm just gonna sit like this for a minute. All right, so if y'all ready to get started, you can go ahead and get started. Let me try to see if I can get this sound on again. I'm about to open up the doors and send out the invites for anybody that want to join me live. All right, there is the link right there to join live. So in the comments, I just posted the link. Make sure that you at least have a mic. Have a mic, and you don't necessarily have to have a webcam, but it helps anyway so that we can see who we're talking to and so forth. So mic, webcam, speakers, headset, headphones, whatever. You need to be able to hear. We need to be able to hear you, and it would be nice to see, to have a visual on the screen. So that is the link right there. Let me see if I can get these earbuds synced up again. I just turned them on. Let's see, they on. I think they're not. Gotta check the Bluetooth. Bluetooth may not be synced to them. Okay, they weren't paired. I mean, they weren't connected. Okay, this one's connected. All right, I need to get some audio. Let's do a test. All right, there we go. Now if y'all haven't heard yet, and this is just amusing. This just amuses me. They've changed the test music, the sound test music in StreamYard to somebody that's actually singing a test song. So I'm gonna play it again. If you didn't hear it when I played it last week, I'm gonna put one of the earbuds up to the microphone and see if you can hear this when I play it. Where we go? All right, check this out.
Testing your speakers on StreamYard. Sounds like they're working. Have a great show. Testing your speakers on StreamYard. Sounds like they're working. Have a great show.
That is so hilarious. Testing your speakers on StreamYard. Sounds like they're working. Have a great show. That's sweet. That's nice. I like that. All right, let's see. Man, you always welcome. Always welcome. Come on in. The doors of the church are open. pass around the collection plate at the end of service. All right, while we're doing that, let me go ahead and slide something under here so I can get this monitor up. Oh, somebody showed up as soon as I started walking off. All right, let's see. You got this Alan. All right. Like I said, this computer is heavy. Probably gonna have to move back some. Alan, let me get a sound check from you so I can hear you.
Hey, what's up, Kenya? Can you hear me?
Okay. Yep, I can hear you now. All right, trying to find something to get. Not gonna be able to use the computer.
Got an echo.
Got an echo. Yeah, maybe because I was standing too close. All right, like I said, I'm not in my traditional space. And I may just, okay, I can do that. Okay, that'll work. Okay, I don't need that. Now, if I decide to bring out another monitor, I can. Oop. Have to sit with this back. All right. One more thing. I got to run to get my glasses. I got my screen back so far. I can't see it. I can't see the comments. And Eric. Okay.
I'm not sure why.
All right, hold on. Let me see. It might be.
Oh, I think I know why. I think it's because I got YouTube on the same computer running.
Oh, yeah. If you got it running on YouTube, just mute YouTube.
Yeah, I just closed the screen. It's straight now.
All right, because I had it sometime too, just like.
Hey, what's up, Eric Prince?
Okay, I just went to YouTube to check my sound, and it's actually louder than the lapel mic that I usually use. May not be as clear, but it's louder than what I thought it was. Especially, I'm probably about 3 feet away from the mic. All right, so you have a scenario, right? I know you was posting stuff all day. One of them you was posting was about turning headphones into a mic, which I don't know why nobody don't know about that one. That one is an old trick.
Yeah, we've been using that for a long time. I was surprised that so many people were like, you can't use it this way. It's a microphone. You can't use it as a. I mean, it's a speaker. You can't use it as a mic.
Now the only ones that you probably okay, this is why. Okay, let's go ahead and go into that scenario. Let me turn this off and let me add a banner. I want to create a banner so I can keep track of this. Hold on a second. Let me go get my glasses. Right back. All right, hold on a second. I got disconnected from the Bluetooth. Come on, connect. Connect. Okay. All right, say something real quick, Alan, so I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Okay,
hear me
hold on. It's connected, but I think it connected from
I can hear you
StreamYard
fine.
too, because I went out of range, and I heard it disconnected when I went upstairs. Yep, it did.
Can anybody else hear me?
All right, I turned it off and turned it back on. Alexa, turn off for you.
So if I say that, I can control your house from here. Alexa, turn off lights.
All right, well, I'm waiting for my sound to come back up. Let me get a banner. State 17.
So Kenyon, you still can't hear me?
And I typed that wrong.
Alexa, turn off Kenyon's lights.
All right, this is the first one we're gonna talk about this one. This one is the one that Alan came up with, and unfortunately, a lot of people are confused and don't know that you could do this. And there may be some instances where you can't do it because of now with a lot of devices, especially smartphones, instead of having either, well, if it's a mono, which most mics are usually have a ring and a tip. Headphones have a ring, tip, and sleeve. And now, if you have headsets, it have a ring, no, tip, ring, second ring, and then the sleeve. And trying to do it now with the pair of headphones may be different. So I have not tried it recently with the new set of headphones and headsets that we have out there that have the 4. Now, if you have one with traditional 3, you can do it. And I can't remember which one. You either need to talk into the left one or the right one. I think it's the left one. When you're talking to the left one, it can become a microphone. Now, if you're using the one with the 4, will it work? Now,
Yeah,
Alan,
I don't know. I'm just talking about regular DJ headphones. I'm not talking about the headphones.
Have you tried it? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'm not talking about these kind of headphones. I'm talking about regular DJ headphones that you put on.
I still get my sound is still out. I think I turned them off. They unpaired themselves when I went upstairs. Okay, let me see what the comments are. Eric is saying something.
Alexa, open Kenyon's door.
Yep, headphones are old school. Actually, you can't control my Alexa through my earbuds. Now, if I had speakers, you might be able to see a command and do something. But you won't have anything. Oh, let me say something interesting. Let y'all hear something from Alexa. Hey Samuel, tell a joke. Hey Samuel, tell a joke.
Mic problems.
And it was about to do it. Hey Alexa, ask Samuel L. Jackson to tell a joke.
Should I announce this?
Yes.
Announce it. Or A.
Didn't work.
Joke.
I'll figure out how to do it. There's a way. My Alexa, it runs off. This one right here would use 2 different commands. It would use Alexa and it would use Samuel to where I can say, hey Samuel, what time is it?
The time is 10:18 p.m.
And whatever I ask you to do, it used Samuel L. Jackson's voice. I don't know whether they still offer that one. Hey Samuel, tell a dirty joke.
Some punk told me he didn't like my shark movie. I said, deep blue, see who gives a fuck.
That was the joke.
Don't sound like Samuel.
But that was one of the jokes. All right, let me see if I can figure out why this.
You still can't hear me, Kenyon? Everybody else can hear me.
It's paired, but it's not connected.
Too much tech. Yeah, go old school, get wires.
All right, so while I'm still trying to get this connected, I think you would need a regular pair of headphones. If you can't do it, you won't be able to do it with a headset, of course, because it's going to use the mic. So you would need a pair, and I have a pair right here that I can test with. So I'm going to actually do a test. And these are regular earbuds, and they have, and these are jacked up. These are my wife, so they're jacked up. All right, they have a tip, ring, and sleeve, which is what you're going to need. So let me see, how can I do this? And I was thinking about this earlier. How would I be able to test it? I'm going to test it directly. See if I can do it directly through the speaker, through the computer, which is going to disconnect me. All right, let's see. Now you probably lost sound, or you're gonna lose sound. So y'all gonna need to tell me if this works or not.
Can anybody else still hear me?
I got to switch back over to test. Okay, it's switched back over. Okay, now I can hear. So basically, I would need a mixer or something. I'll probably do this tomorrow. Well, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know if y'all going, Alan, did you heard about the sip and spin? I think it's called the sip and spin event. The event that's going on, the networking event that's going on, is at a facility over in Douglasville tomorrow. I took off work to make it to this one. I didn't make it to the last one, but I scheduled to be off so I can go to this one because they didn't schedule me during the day so I can make it in the evening. But I just went ahead and took the day off, or I basically had somebody to work my day so that I would be able to go. And I'll post those details close to the end. But the head and the microphone, the headphone as a microphone, as a mic, it will work on a mixer. It will work on a mixer, but it will be difficult to do with a computer because when you plug stuff into a computer, it recognizes it recognizes stuff based on the tips that are stuck into that jack. So if it's a three pin, then it will recognize it as a pair of stereo headphones. If it's four, a pair of stereo headphones with the mic, which is a headset. If it's two, it'll recognize it as a mic. And then on some computers, those are the computers that have like the dual purpose that uses mic and headphones for the same jack. But like with this desktop and other laptops, like 15-inch MacBook Pros and so forth, that have separate ports, you would only have it to recognize each. And when I plugged this one in, when I plugged it into the mic, it recognized it as a mic, but in the sound panel, it didn't recognize it as a mic. So that's where the issue would be when you have the operating system and software that doesn't recognize it. But now it's recognized as a pair of headphones. So, all right, Alan, what was your input, or what was your opinion on, or what did you have to say about the using the headphones as the mic before we move on to the next one? Because this one was your idea, and there was a lot of people that was confused. So if there's something that you want to say to explain a little bit more, I mean, there may be something different that you probably can say that's different from what I said. So I'm gonna let you say what it is that you may want to add before we move on. And I'm gonna take a sip of water while you're doing that. So you got the floor.
Can you hear me okay? Can you? Okay. Yeah, so when I'm saying headphones as a mic, I'm talking about regular DJ headphones, you know, like the ones that you DJ with. So all you do is you connect your jack to the microphone input of your mixer. I did a test last night. I just connected it to my directly to my power speaker, and it worked fine. You just connect you just got to have a not the 1/8 inch, but you have to have the the TRS, the 1/4 inch plug on your headphones. So you can just put an adapter on it. It doesn't make a difference. But I believe you can only speak into one of the speakers, and it's gonna sound not as quality as a regular microphone, but it'll definitely get you by if you needed a microphone for a night. I mean, even if nobody brought your microphone, they'll still be able to hear you pretty clearly. It'll be like, it just won't be as crisp as a microphone would be. I hear silence. I can't hear Kenyon. I don't know if you can hear me. Maybe. You hear me? Nah, no sound from Kenyon now. Or is there no sound from me?
I said I can hear the test, but for some reason I can't hear you. I don't know whether y'all was able to hear, but my sound is working. It's working.
DJ Eric's Prince said he can hear everybody.
And I don't think, nope, you're not muted. All right, so Eric, anybody else wanted to join in and chime in on this before we move on to something else? Yeah, let me know if y'all can hear Alan, because I can hear the StreamYard test, but I still can't hear him, and this is directly through the earbuds. I should be able to hear him.
No, I'm talking right into my microphone, and I guess everybody else can hear me.
Everything.
I don't know why I can hear you fine, but you can't hear me. That's strange. Eric Prince said he can hear everything on YouTube.
Like I said, for some reason I cannot hear you. Everything is set right.
Maybe I should disconnect and reconnect to StreamYard.
All right, hold on a second. Let me refresh this real quick. I'll be right back.
Can everybody still hear me?
Yep.
I'll take over for Kenyon. Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Alexa, turn off lights.
You can't get that to work through here. I mean, you probably wouldn't be able to see anything anyway, because the only light, the main light that I have on right now, it's not. I don't have a Alexa switch on it, but I do have a lamp over here. Alexa, turn off family lamp. That's the only light in the aquarium. You're not gonna be able to see that. Alexa, turn on aquarium. Nah, it's not bright enough to illuminate over here. Not even the foyer. So no Alexa. Only you won't be able to get it with the earbuds. If I plug in a speaker, you might. And with most of the stuff, I got it controlled based off individual voices. Just like
Gotcha.
I think my youngest, some stuff I can't control in his room because he got it set to his voice. He got it programmed to his voice, which a lot of people don't know that you can do that, but yeah, you can. You can go in and the settings, and it'll give you a little script to say, and you say it a couple times, and it'll kind of recognize your voice to where certain rooms and certain areas, certain devices or whatever are only controlled by that voice or whatever voices that you want on it.
Gotcha.
All right, so you wanna shoot? You got another scenario? I need to go back and look at the other ones that other people mentioned.
The other scenario I think I just mentioned in that chat was operating system upgrades for your MacBook.
Oh man, that one. Okay, that one. That is for like ever. Okay, let me go ahead and get the banner for it.
Yeah, I'm still on High Sierra on both of my Macs. I got a MacBook Pro and a regular MacBook, and I got High Sierra on both. I just haven't had a need to upgrade.
Okay, now what he mentioned again, this is the second discussion, and this is one that I talk about a whole lot. And that one is how I did create it. I thought I had created. And that's operating system updates, whether it's Windows or Mac, and it's mostly Mac that people have the most issues with, because Windows operating system will run for like 10 plus years. You have one operating system that'll run for like forever until something else new will come out. What's up, Eric?
Okay.
And then even then, like right now, we're behind on Windows 10. 11 should have been out, I think, last year or maybe a little bit longer, because the life of Windows 10 has I don't remember what year Windows 10 came out, but it's been out extremely long. It hadn't surpassed the life of I guess XP is probably the one that's been out the longest. XP, and then maybe Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows 98, maybe, so forth. But you do have operating systems in Windows that were short-lived. Like I think the one that lived the shortest was 8.1, Windows 8.1, and then before that, after that would be probably Vista, and then ME, and then Windows 8, and so forth. You got operating systems that just didn't work. Period. But I think you have. Well, no, you didn't have the same thing. Now with Macs, that a lot of people don't know about, the operating system changes every year. That's mostly the updates that you get with Mac every year. And what is it called? The WW, the Semporium that they have every year that introduces all the new devices, the new iPhones, the new iPads, anything new that comes out with Apple.
Yeah.
They also introduced the new operating system. And I forgot what's the newest operating system that's about to come out now this year. Don't remember. It's another mountain. I can't remember what the name of it is. I saw it posted somewhere, but there's another one coming out soon. So for all those that just got Big Sur to work, you got another one coming up. So stay with Big Sur or go back to Mojave or Catalina or whatever. Now, I'm like Alan. I'm on High Sierra. I can move up to Catalina or Mojave, which in that case, the only reason that I would want to do that is so that I can use Serato 2.5. But I don't have, I think it's the S11 is what you need for, no, the Rain 1. The Rain 1. I don't have a Rain 1, so I don't need to worry about that. And then even if I did, I would just use it on a Windows PC, which will work with Windows 10. So that would be the only reason that you need to go to Mojave, Catalina, or Big Sur. And most people want to try to go to Big Sur. Now, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and since we got Eric here, and I'm gonna start with Alan first. Why or why not update to an operating system? How do you feel about that? What's your take on that? Okay, go. You got it first, Alan.
Yeah, me personally, I'm not going to upgrade my operating system unless I have a need to upgrade it. So if there's some software that I need to run that won't run on my current operating system, that's the only reason I'm going to upgrade. So like, for example, I had to upgrade my software because the karaoke software that I usually run, they did some updates and it wasn't working on the old software that I had anymore. So I had to upgrade the operating system. But if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have upgraded at all.
For me, it's can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. For me, it was just a thing of order to, as you said, Alan, order to need run software, because I have a computer that runs Windows XP that I pull out and use every now and then. You know what I'm saying? So yep. I have Windows 10 on here. I'm looking at Windows. Well, no, I don't have Windows 10 on this laptop you're looking at me on. This is the Mac. This is the late Mac. So what's the Mac OS? When I do the video, it's with Windows 10 on i7 Intel machine. I have no I can use everything. But yeah, I have no reason to upgrade. Update operating systems. I think maybe Kenyon, the last laptop I bought that I showed you, the fat one that you said was good. It's not as thin as, I think it's like the one Carlson had. It only had one USB port. I think that one might be a little outdated. I think I have to see what I want to do with that one. Might sell it on. But what's up with a Loki?
Oh, it's running good and clean.
Okay.
I took the idea that you said. I was going to do it anyway, but I had been putting it off. You said that you was run you run what, RAID 5
Right.
or RAID 0?
RAID 5. RAID 5.
RAID 5. So that's 4 discs.
Yep. 4 discs. Two. I got.
It runs a RAID 1 and 0,
Okay.
right?
Right.
It runs for a performance, which means they run in parallel or tandem with each other.
Correct.
And then you have 2 more that serves as redundant backups for the other 2.
Correct. Correct.
So the only thing I didn't do the 2 as a backup, because what I'm going to do right now in this machine, I have two terabytes that are running striped or as a RAID 0, to where
It's just mirroring.
it's a big difference. You can see a difference just like that. I mean, I was transferring music to it, and I noticed the rate that it was transferring it was a lot faster than a flash drive, or just from the hard drive itself. I noticed that it was moving real quick, like at about 50 megabytes per second. And usually it may transfer a little bit slower if I'm doing from one drive. But the thing is, when you're sending a file, it's breaking up that data and sending it to 2 different drives. So the downside of that is, if one of the drives go bad, I lose everything.
Yeah, that's why I do 5.
Yeah, that's what you do a 5, and it's backed up to 2 discs. So even if one of them goes bad,
you're good. It's also, they have there's a standard. It's called RAID 10, which is,
I heard about that one too.
Which is 2 RAID 5s. So you got the RAID 5 on each side, but then the other drive backs up. It does like the RAID 1 or RAID 2 thing, where it backs up on the other drive. So if one drive goes bad on one of them, you good. Just throw that in there and it'll rebuild itself. That's exactly the technology I'm using now. The college I'm at is RAID 10 for all data, RAID 10. Here we go.
But what I'm doing in that case, I'm running the RAID. Which one is it? RAID 0, RAID 1, whatever the striping one is. I'm running that one, and then I'm just going to back up
everything
all that to a different drive and have that offline.
Yep, put it on the side. Yep.
That way I won't have so many drives running at runtime. But then with this case, I can put up to, it has 10 bays.
Okay.
I'm sure I could probably put more. But then even if I did that, I got to add PCIe card for SATA ports, because they only come with like 6.
Okay.
They only come with like 6, and the where's the I don't even know what I did with it now. I'm using the M.2, the NVMe sticks.
So
I'm using that for hard drives, for regular hard drives, which I got 2 of them. I got a 512, which the operating system and programs are on, and then I got a 1 terabyte that's used for data. So before I put the RAIDs in there, before I put the two terabytes in there, I had no moving parts. The only moving parts I had in this machine was the fan for the CPU. And I just added. I ordered a set of fans from Amazon. Probably can't see it. The light is too bright.
Pull it back.
But I got like 3 of these. I got like 3 of these for $16.
Pull it back by your shoulder. Back by your shoulder. Further back.
I hold it way back. But then you can't see it.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can. But anyway, they're cool RGB fans. Probably the cheapest and best that you can find for that. Like I said, I got they come in a box of 3 for like $16, and I ordered 2, and I put 5 of them in this case. I put 3 in the top, I put 1 in the back, and 1 in the front. And I was gonna put this one in the middle, but I didn't have the right screws to mount it, so it took a different type of screw.
I saw today another. You remember I sent you a video earlier about those speakers.
Mm-hmm.
So before that, I saw this video where this guy, he saves all the fans for his power supplies when he throws the computer out.
I do that too.
I was like, wow, why did I think of that? All the computers I had to throw away. Shit.
I save power. I save out of power supply. I save the fans. I save the switches. I save the IEC ports, which you wouldn't believe what I do with those. I save the IEC jacks that your cable plugs into, and sometimes I go and pull capacitors out of them, because with some other power supply, that's usually what goes bad. You get a warped or exploded capacitor, and you can go in and replace it, and the power supply would be working.
I have a voltmeter and a tester around here somewhere. I don't know where the fuck it is, but I have to find it so I can start doing my own repairs. I'm gonna be Kenyon Jr.
You said that.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
This meter is older than probably
Methuselah.
all 3 of my kids. This is probably this is definitely over 20 years old. I can't remember. I think I got this in 95. Got it from pawn shop for about $40. Only fluke thing that I own. I need to get more, but that's the only thing I own. Okay, now thank you for sidetracking this.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm mute.
There was something I wanted to say after what you said about the operating system updates, but I don't remember what it was now. Okay, in my opinion, like what y'all said, only update the operating system if you need it. With new operating systems, be patient. Don't try to get them so fast, because in a lot of cases, you're going to have a lot of programs that's not compatible with it. And in some cases like this is like Serato. When a company releases, and this is the way that I think Mac works. I always tell people this is how I think Mac works. When a new operating system is released, all the companies, especially third-party companies that are not certified or verified with Apple, they get it the same time we do. They don't get advanced copies to go through and beta test or so forth to get it to work prior to. And if you ever notice, that's what happens when a lot of stuff comes out, when they say, hold up, we need to finish testing. That because either they don't get the copy in advance far enough, or they don't get advanced copy, period. So the same time that it releases to the public is when they get it. So that's when they have to go through and get out all the kinks and bugs. Now, with like I said, with Mac, every year, whenever they have the new symposium where all the new devices for the year for Apple are coming out, there is a new operating system. And if I remember right, last time I checked, it's either around September or October. So there's a new operating system coming up. You can believe that in the next couple of weeks or whatever. It's the name was released. I heard the name, but I can't remember what it was. But like Mojave and Catalina, It's named after a mountain, but I can't remember which one that it is. So you're going to have the same thing that you have with Big Sur, but it's not going to be the same. And what made Big Sur such a big issue was they also changed the chip. And Apple have changed the chip before. Apple used to have, before they went with Intel, they had their own chip, which was called, I think it was the power chip or something. It was something power that they had before they went with Intel. When they went with Intel, that kind of opened the door to what people wanted to use. A lot of people were used to Intel chips with the Pentium and stuff like that. Even though they didn't do the Pentium, everything that they had was dual core or quad core based. So at that point, that's what they had. And when they went off that, they went completely left and went with the is it Android? The M1 is Android based, or is it I forgot what it is. I think it's an Android base, right? The M1. Don't know. But I know it's not Intel and it's not AMD. A lot of people would have wanted them to go with maybe the Ryzen chip, which is what I use in all my machines. I use and it's still too bright. I tell you what, I know how to make it. I just don't need to have it directly at me. Make it go up a little bit. All right, so, and it's still a little brighter. But anyway, the Ryzen chip is what they should have went with instead of going with the M1 chip. Now, I have not used a Mac with the M1 chip, so I don't know exactly how fast it is compared to what the Intel was. Well, a lot of people said that it's faster, but I mean, I don't know. And that's my take on that. Anybody else got anything to add on that one?
Yeah, hey Kenyon, I was gonna add when Apple releases their new operating systems, it's still a good idea to download them anyway, just in case you need them later on, because you can still download them from the Apple Store. But if you don't download it for some reason, like I know I've not downloaded a few of them and then I missed out, you can actually buy the operating system on Amazon. If you look hard enough, it's there. I bought some from there before. So if you needed to, like, if you don't know anybody that had it and you just need to get it, they have it on Amazon.
Yep, that's another thing too. And with certain computers, like say for instance, you have a 2012 or 2010?
2012 Pro and a 2009 regular MacBook.
Okay, let's go with the 2009 because I got a 2009 too. The 2009 probably stopped at
might be High Sierra.
Maverick or Yosemite.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
But the 11, the 12 that you have, you can go up to Big Sur with it, right?
Probably.
Okay, because mine, I have a 2011 and it stopped at High Sierra. So with the 2009, say if that's all you had was a 2009 at that time, but you wanted to when you got your 2012, you wanted to go to El Capitan, or you want to go to High Sierra. Now, since you haven't downloaded those other versions, and that 2009 stopped at Yosemite, which is over here, but you wanted this one over here, which is High Sierra, it won't let you download it, even if the newer one that you have is higher than it. You have to have, like you said, you have to have each copy. So yeah, when there's an operating system available, if you could download it, because what that does, and then also it'll do this too. You actually have a hard copy, but once you downloaded it, you can go to the App Store on your Mac, whatever Mac computer that you're using, and go to what your purchases are, and they'll be shown there.
Right. Yep.
Now, I don't know how long that stays, but as far as all of them that I downloaded, they're still there. So yeah, that's a good thing, because say even a year after now, Big Sur is old, but at that time, a year from now, Big Sur is more stable than what'll be out at that time. So you could have Big Sur and use that and download that and use that, and you'll have something more stable than what the newest one is. Because the newest stuff it takes a while for it to be stable, because they'll never be able to get all the kinks and bugs out of it. Because like I said, everybody's computer is different. I could purchase, we all three of us can purchase the same MacBook at the same time. And within 20 minutes of using it, each MacBook is completely different for whatever reason. Not just because of the name and the profile, but because of whatever we put on it and whatever changes that we have to customize it. So at this point, say if Alan, if you install Serato and it doesn't work, and say if Eric installed Serato, it works, but it's not working with his controller. And say if I install Serato and it works with no problem, then I mean it was the exact same machine an hour ago, but now since we went through and made, it's kind of like the timeline, kind of like the MCU timeline thing, that once you start to do something, the what if part, then you start to branch off. You do something and you start to branch off. Everything goes from this point to branching off in other different directions. So that can cause issues with your laptop straight out the box. That's why the method that I use, what I call the hashtag Operation DJ Superhero, that works the same regardless, because it every time I use it, it's like a brand new laptop, and the only thing I use on it is what I need to. If I pull up my 2009, the performance partition on it, there will be the only icons that will be in the dock at the bottom: Serato, Finder, and maybe download something else. But it's all the other mess, the mail, and even Safari. I just take all that out. I don't need it there. And say, for instance, even if I need a Safari, if I need to download something or use something from the main partition, which I do have a main partition that I use in general, I can go to where that is, where the applications are for the main, and operate it into the performance, to where I never have to download maybe Chrome or any other program. Any other program I need to temporarily use. I never have to download it and install it on that partition. I can go to where it is somewhere else on the hard drive and run it from there, but in that area. Which, I mean, by saying it may confuse you, but when you see it, you be like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. Just like I can open up data, I don't have to save any data on that partition. I save all the data over here. So every time I open up that partition, it's like squeaky clean. I keep it clean to where there's nothing in it. Matter of fact, the partition is only 20. I only do about probably no more than 50 gigs. and the rest of the computer would be the remaining 200 or whatever size the hard drive. Only take a little bit and use it because there's no data saved to it. Everything else is either saved external or saved on another drive or whatever. But every time I open it, there's hardly any changes, other than maybe when Serato do the backups and saves and stuff like that. But there's nothing download directly to it. So with the updates, like what we said, don't try to rush to get it. Don't try to rush to install it, but go ahead and download it so that you have it in the future. Because once a new one comes out, they don't allow you to use it anymore. So with Apple, and this is what they call it, anything that's old and outdated is called legacy. But a lot of different companies use that too. But in the Apple store at the Genius Bar, when I took my 2011 in a few years ago to have it looked at for the GPU issue, they called it a legacy machine. So those are machines, whenever they have a legacy machine come in, it's something that they don't want to work with. So they referred me going to, I think Fry's and maybe another place, Micro Center and some other place that were authorized repair center for Apple, but I couldn't get it done through Apple themselves because it was outdated. It was something that they didn't want to work with. They may have still had parts, but it wasn't something that they want to work with. They always want to try to keep everything current and new. So that's the thing with their operating system. And with Mac, you may have more issues with compatibility and updates with operating system and having stuff running than you would with Windows. Like I said, it changes every year. I could pull up the Wikipedia link and you will see every year around September and October there's a new operating system. And a lot of people you may not even notice that. But that's like that major update that they do every year with their Macs. And it's usually they throw in a little sugar and spice by changing up programs and having stuff. Some stuff is like a major deal to some people, and some stuff is not even needed. So I tell people, if you're not going to use those functions, if that doesn't serve your workflow, don't bother getting it, because your programs, it's not going to be compatible with your programs straight out the box, unless it's something that's verified by Apple that they submitted to that company so they can get it to work. But a lot of third-party stuff, it may not work. So that's a reason that I don't recommend to update. And Windows doesn't have that problem a whole lot, because they take 10 years before something else comes out. They take a lot of time, even though there's still bugs and kinks in the new version. Whenever it comes out, like 11, when it comes out, there's going to be bugs and kinks in it. But eventually, over time, it'll be taken care of. And a lot of people don't know that Windows XP is still a thing. There's companies that still use XP. There's definitely a lot of companies that use Windows 7, because that's like the operating machine that a lot of corporate machines use. So
one of the most stable operating systems that Windows made recently.
Yep. More stable than 10. So think about this. If you go into like a Walmart or any department store, and this is what I used to do. I used to work on POS machines. I used to go in and replace them. A lot of them have Windows 7 on it, even after Windows 10 came out. So you would think, why they don't update to Windows 10. Why should they? It's working. It's stable. It's more stable than Windows 10. I mean, Windows 10 is not going to make it work any faster. Of course, something slower on a slower machine is what you want. You don't want something new on a slow machine because it may require more. It may require more RAM. It may require more CPU power. It may require more power, period, than what the old version is. So you just keep what's there on it. And then when you think about that, say if you got a Walmart, how many Walmart stores there are out there? Maybe about 20,000, maybe 30,000. Let's say it's 20,000 Walmart stores. And inside every Walmart, they have 200 computers or 200 devices that are using Windows 7, POS systems, office computers, scanners, just other stuff that use that. So out of every store, if you decide, okay, we're going to revamp and go to Windows 10, they're not going to do that. That's too much. That's too much money just to update an operating system where what they have is already working. So that's why you see when you go into a department store, unless they just got new machines, like now Walmart have new machines. And I think those, even those self-checkout machines are using Windows 7. They may be using Windows 7. I think they don't, I don't think I've seen too many machines that use Windows 10. I mean, right now there may be some out there, but a lot of stuff may still use Windows 7 because it's at the time that it was created, that's what was available. So you gonna have companies that go out and change all their machines just because there's a new operating system out. Shit. If the operating system that they have work, keep it. Even when I used to go out and change machines, they use the exact same operating system, Windows 7. I got one here now, ELO touchscreen. It has Windows 7 on it.
I said I got an XP machine right here under my desk that I use.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of them.
You know,
I got a lot of them. HPs and Dells.
yeah.
I have a
Windows 2000 server. I got a Windows 2000 server in storage. I still need to boot that bitch back up. But yeah, see, you distracted us. This has nothing to do with DJs.
We're talking about operating system, though. It is talking about.
You talk about POS systems.
You talk
about POS systems.
But I'm just saying an example of operating system. Why people.
I'm not working at Walmart. Yo, if I had,
but tell me that's something that you haven't noticed.
I keep.
Would you expect a retail store to where whenever a new operating system come out, that's what they would update to?
It happens here. It happens all over, dude. It happens all over. It's just not there. The IT departments have to figure out a way to upgrade their systems from 7 to 10, from 10 to 11. Well, from XP to what? What was that? XP to 7, 7 to 10,
yeah,
and now 10 to 11. They got to figure it out, dude. And they fuck up. I'm telling you now, they fuck up because I'm one of them.
Yeah, that's it. Monterey. That's the new one that's coming out.
Oh, Monterey, hilarious. Okay.
Never heard of the mountain, but
yeah, well,
I didn't even know what Big Sur was either.
I have Capitan on the one you're looking at. I'm trying to figure out the other one I have. What's on there? It won't boot up.
Yeah, you got certain Mac machines. They stop at a certain point. Just like Alan has a 2000. His 2012 is 1 year after mine, but he can go up 3 or 4 more operating systems. He can go up to Big Sur, but mine stopped at High Sierra. So I can't get Mojave or Catalina or Big Sur. It stops at High Sierra. I mean,
Yeah.
I can go physically. I can go up to those operating systems because there's a patcher out there that you can get. But I mean, why want to make a older machine run with a newer operating system?
The thing that we have to do now is make sure that our laptops or our computers are able to play music the way we want to play it when we go out. And if your computer is able to do that, two thumbs up to you, dude.
But and this is where we go off that timeline. If you're staying with the operating system that works, but you'd be like, oh, Big Sur is out. I want to go with Big Sur. Boom. You just branched off and you just became a variant.
You get a
So,
new laptop and do that. You get a new
huh?
computer system and you do that.
Well, yeah, you could do it with a new
What's working
computer
for
too.
what's working? Yeah, new computer. What's working for you? And it's making you money, dude. And it probably made you enough money to get a new computer.
But
Get a new computer.
all right, but think about this. Think about this last year because there was a DJ that's in the zone last year. He bought, I think his MacBook got stolen. I think it was DJ Ladder. DJ Ladder, his laptop got stolen or something. Yeah, I think it got stolen or damaged or something like that. So he had to get a new MacBook. And at the time, he wanted the newest thing. So he got the one with the M1 chip. And that was when Serato would not work with the M1 chip and Big Sur. So he could not use that laptop. He bought that brand new laptop and he couldn't use it with Serato. I think the only thing that he was able to use it with was virtual DJ, but he didn't want to use virtual DJ because he had a problem with virtual DJ working with his Range 62 or something like that. I know I was supposed to help him with something, but he never did get back with me. But that's what he had. He had M1. And think about all those people that had
He probably hates
brand
Macs
new
now.
MacBooks.
He probably hates Macs right now.
Yeah. You have some people that do because of that.
Dude, if you don't need an upgrade, don't upgrade. Leave it like it is. Move on. Get a new machine. That's what I've been doing for the last 40 years, 30 years. What's Cubase? The first software I used for music production was on an XT computer, 8286 IBM computer. I had storage. I had 256 megs of storage, and I never thought that I would pull it up.
Now, Stephen just made a point, and I guess that it may be a little bit more official. Let me pull it back up. And I mentioned this a while back that there's some hardware out there that won't work with Big Sur and the M1.
Okay.
And I don't know whether they fix it. I think it's all the SL boxes. Is the Rain 57 Mark II. What else? The NS7 it's mostly outdated stuff. It's basically where they have cleared it out and said, okay, this had expanded its time. We're not going to make it to where it can work and be updated.
Can
Yeah,
you? Can you?
Mm-hmm.
Techniques Mark 12 turntables are outdated.
Yeah, but and your point.
So why
Your
are people
point.
going to call it outdated? You could keep supporting it. It's still, do DJs still use 1200 turntables?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean? Do they still use them? Yeah.
So why are these companies trying to outdate stuff so we can buy new stuff? Do you hear what I'm saying? They're trying to make you spend more money. If it's
Yeah,
working for you,
that's what their job. That I mean, they'll be out of business if they did.
yeah, well,
Think about these companies
actually, they could
that do
sponsor us
hardware, but
DJs.
they don't do software.
They could sponsor us DJs. They could give us DJs some money so we could support their new products. He could put we could put face to their new products. Give us some money.
Yep, and that's the list of stuff that, and there's actually more than that, but this is mostly the range stuff that he posted. There's like I said, there's some Newmark stuff. I don't know whether there's some Denon and I think there may be some Pioneer stuff. There's more stuff. Yeah, it's business.
It's business, right?
It's definitely business. I mean, they have to keep making money.
Oh, by Rain products, but all Rain, Newmark, and who else? All of them is under the same company now.
Yeah, and Mark and music.
And,
It's actually more companies than what you think. I didn't even know Akai. Well,
it's under them, yes,
I did.
because of the pads.
I didn't know, but I didn't really think about it.
The pads.
Akai, and then there's a couple of other companies.
MPC 60 pads.
And I still haven't used that thing yet. I got a stand for it.
Hey,
I'm gonna be using it soon.
You made it pretty. You ain't put the vacuum up by it lately.
Oh, you talking about with the case?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I took the picture right there. The vacuum's over here.
I'm stupid. Leave me alone. Yo, dude, thank you so much for hosting me on my birthday Saturday, dude. That shit was crazy.
You didn't even tell. I didn't even know it was your birthday until Carlton said it.
It's all right,
Like,
dude.
oh, I gotta make an announcement for that.
Dude. You stuck me for 5 hours. Yo, I did 5 hours of work, dude. No, me and Carlton did 5 hours. I did 2 hours, and then we split off the hour and a half. Yeah, but we did 5 hours for this dude. Thank you.
Yeah, y'all was DJing for 5 hours on Saturday.
Yeah, he did. Well, he did for a while, and then they did a tag team. They did a tag team, and then next thing you know, it was him doing most of the DJing. He had kind of pushed Carlton out the way, like, let me at the decks. Let me get behind it. And I was talking to Carlton, and I'm like, okay, he just not gonna let you play anymore.
Mm-mm.
I'm at his house.
He could have played if he wanted to. You know, he knew that.
Yeah.
But what happened, and I'm sorry for that, is when the stream stopped. I was switching out, and I thought it was my mistake. I should have plugged his hard drive into my USB hub, and then plugged the USB hub into his laptop. So then I could plug a USB drive into my hub, and then I had my music. But I didn't do that. I didn't know he only had one damn USB drive on his damn MacBook.
Well, is he here today? Is he here right now?
Who? Carlton? No.
Yeah.
No. But I told him that you could look at the video. No, I did. I post the video?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, but then you could see.
I didn't know you did a video.
Yeah.
You did it for the full 5 or just the 2 hours from 6 to 8?
I did. I record everything, dude. I've learned over the years to record everything and watch everything and listen to everything. It only makes you better. That's all it does. It makes you better. And yeah, I have the whole thing is recorded. Even the hour pause where 007 was DJing, I have that part in there too. No, see, you go back to operating system updates. What's next?
All right, Alan, we just took over and just Alan just sitting here. What else you got to add?
I don't think I had anything else. I'm trying to remember what else was on that thread.
All right, because I'm about to get ready to post the next one, which one was the one that I brought up, and
it was the schools doing school parties, right?
Yep. All right, and that one is this right here, DJing youth events, and the question this comes up a whole lot when somebody mentions uh some type of sweet 16 or youth party is is usually uh is usually a big issue, and when it comes to doing something with a school, it can become even worse of an issue. Now, different people, and the reason I brought this up because in the past, people have different opinions on how they would do an event like this. Some people say they will not take the event because it's so much of a headache because the songs that the kids request, you can't keep up with it unless you're constantly on YouTube. You're constantly on TikTok, which TikTok is the thing now where you have to get your music from. It's not YouTube anymore. Well, it's still YouTube, but now it's YouTube and TikTok. Those are like the two sources, more than a record pool, more than like Franchise or Beatport or even Tidal, any place like that. A lot of the songs that they want to hear are either YouTube artists or something that somebody posted on TikTok. So you got those that will not want to do it because of that. You got those that will do it, but they will only do clean music. You got those that will do it, but they will play whatever. And you have some that will, I don't know. There was another one, but I think just those three were enough to be a debate. So, Alan, which one do you stand on when it comes to doing for youth event for a school?
For a school event, I'm gonna stick with only certain songs. I know I've posted a school dance network in that DJ zone before. I kind of go by what they have on that school dance website, the school dance network website, and then I'll put in my own songs, like the stuff that's popular. But I clean up the music myself, so the radio versions a lot of times aren't good enough for me. And if it's something that has like some lyrical content that's going to be questionable, I won't even play the song at all. I mean, even if it's a clean version, I still won't play it. So I don't really I don't take too many requests for like songs for school dances unless it's like some kind of special thing that they're gonna do. Like if they're gonna do something, like some kind of special part of a special ceremony during the dance or something like that. And this is like applying to like elementary and middle school stuff, not like high school.
Gotcha. Now, Eric, I know you probably don't do a lot of youth stuff, but let's say if you did get a call and they want you to do a youth event.
The last school party I did was in the junior high school, which not even it was elementary school. It was my last elementary school I went to, which was CS 31 in Harlem, 127th Street, 128th Street between Lexington and 3rd Avenue. They actually asked me because they knew I'd started DJing. This is the 80s. I'm talking about the early 80s when DJing first, hip hopping first really started. Hey people. Yeah, but yeah, that was the last one I did for school, and they didn't call me back, so I guess I didn't do well. But the last Sweet 16 party I did was in Midtown Manhattan. It was for it was a Chinese guy who just opened a restaurant, and his daughter was I knew his brother actually, and the brother I knew, his older brother, opened a restaurant. They were restaurateurs. They all had a few restaurants around Manhattan, And the latest restaurant they opened, I think, was on 45th Street between Broadway and 7th Avenue in Manhattan. And they wanted to have a Sweet 16 party. So what I did with her is I told her to have all the songs that she liked on a flash drive or a CD. A CD, actually. This is a 2007. So, yeah, it was probably a flash drive or a CD. Um, and bring them. And then I set her up so she could DJ for her friends. I showed her how to DJ for her friends to play the songs that she liked. You know what I'm saying? So I'm playing like stuff for the old people as all the young people come in, all their parents come in, you know, all the what do they call them? Chaperones or whatever. They come in, I'm playing all the stuff that they like, you know, Before I Let Go and all that other stuff. Like pop music. Yeah, pop music. Pop music. Everybody talk about pop music. And then when she got on, I put the flashlight on her, and she gonna play all the stuff that her friends like. So I'm out of that. So now you gonna talk to her about what she playing? You go right ahead. It's a party. Yeah, but that's how I handle that situation. Yep.
All right, now let's switch the gears. Let's go from school to a private party. And here's the scenario on that. And this is gonna make it a little bit different. Okay, you got a backyard party. It's a Sweet 16 or it's a youth party. And of course, the kids want it to be raunchy. They don't want no clean stuff. They want all their friends to hear the YouTube tracks and TikTok tracks that are just straight played out. And now with this, the parent of the child or the parents of the child give you access to play the explicit. What do? Do you?
I let the kid get behind the turntables. Hit me like this. I'm sorry I said that, but I let the kid, the birthday person, the sweet person, be behind the turntables, be like this, and I'll be with my camera say, "See this fool."
So okay, Eric, seriously, what would you do?
I'm telling you, dude. I would move from behind the turntable and let the person come be act like they pumping the party up. You know
So
what I'm
no
saying?
holds barred. You let the party go like they want it.
Yeah, that's how you get paid more. You get a tip. They give you a
Possibly.
tip.
Possibly.
Yeah,
There are some downsides to that.
yeah, but that's for the neighbors. Because you
The
said
the neighbors and the other parents. Now let me go to before I start to comment on that.
the other parents aren't paying me, and the neighbors aren't paying me.
Okay, hold up on that. Hold up on that. I'm gonna ask you this again, and then I'm gonna give you some information behind it. Let me go to Alan first. All right, Alan, what's your take? You got a party, you got a Sweet 16 or a youth party. They want everything. They don't want no clean stuff. They want it raw. They want it just like it is.
I mean,
The parents said have at it. But then what I did add, which of course you're gonna have other parents that's gonna be there too. You're gonna have other grown-ups that's gonna be there too. How do you handle this event? How do you take this event?
When I'm doing a Sweet 16 party, it's usually for me, it's not going to be a surprise like what kind of music that they want. You know, so if I'm going to be the DJ, it's going to be the kind of party that I want to DJ. So if it's like if it's a party that they just want all like dirty versions of music, I mean, I'm probably not going to be the DJ for them anyway, because I don't even download the dirty versions unless I'm just downloading something kind of like a one-off. But you know, for the most part, every song I download is going to be the clean version anyway. So if they ask for the dirty version, I'm like, well, I don't have the dirty version. I have the clean version. We play it.
They're going to sing it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even at the school events, because I remember somebody posting a video, and they would just singing it. They would just wailing at it, and I think he ended up cutting the song, and that was the first time I had ever heard that they just started. I mean, it was loud. They was at the whole track. So okay, back to you, Eric, again with your request shirt. All right. So all right, what you were saying? You saying you let the kid play.
Yeah.
Let them play whatever it is that they want to play.
Yep.
If the parent says okay,
it's their party, dude.
Yeah.
The parents paid me already, so now they got to talk to their kid. Hands off. I'm letting you use my stuff. Oh, and we got that contract. If my stuff is broken, you gonna pay for it. Yo, dude, this is. Yo, I have so much fun with this. I've had so much fun with these events over the years. It's like, yo, I'm just gonna keep doing them. And yeah, but the kids, yo, Sweet 16, you tell the kid to give you a playlist. If they have records, give me the records. I'll have a turntable. I have two turntables. They could play the records and show their friends their turntable skills. If they have the MP3 files, put it on a damn disc. I'll have the computer ready for you and the decks and the controller ready for you to do what you do. And I'll show you. It's going to cost me more. It's going to cost you more for me to show you. It's going to cost your parents more. I'm sorry. But I'll give you a 2-hour lesson. I'll give you a 2-hour lesson and show you how to DJ. And then when your Sweet 16 party comes up or your wedding comes up, or what? Oh, it's
now a wedding. I won't see nobody doing that at a wedding.
The bride wants to
for maybe one or two songs, maybe.
Yes. But then, how am I going to know what she's going to want to play? But then I'll set it up for her, so she's going to DJ, or the groom is going to DJ. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't done those in years. This is what I used to do back in like the early 2000s, dude. I stopped doing that. It's too much work. I'm getting old. My knees are bad. I can't stand up as long as I used to. You know, I put aspirin cream on my knees every day.
I'm about getting to that point now. That's why I got that chair. That's why I got this chair I'm in right now.
So, yeah.
About to get ready to slide up and get up on this couch behind me.
But yeah, dude.
But you know, I never looked at it that way, but I see it. It's the same way. If you let the kid take over, it's just about the same. You really haven't done anything different.
No.
Now, just like with Rodney, what he said right here, me, I wouldn't accept it. I would say I only got the clean stuff. I wouldn't play it, whether, you know, and this is just my opinion, whether the parent said it, whether the child said it, you know, I look at it long term. And some people may not look at it long term, where you may have of course you're going to have the kids. They're going to be mad because they don't have it. They're not hearing it how they want to hear it. Their friends are not hearing it how they want to hear it. So, yeah, okay. you could lose some business. You could gain some business.
We at the Sweet 16 where I was talking about that scenario. Now you're talking. If we go to the school events, then you have to cater to the adults, the PTA, the teachers, and the principals, and whatever. But yeah. I stopped doing, like I just said, I stopped doing those events in the 80s. And when fucking Eric B was saying it was big a long time, I said, hit for you with a strong line to step to. Yeah, That's what I remember playing that at the last joint I did. You know what I'm saying? So when it first came out, Eric B and Rakim. But yeah, I don't do those school events anymore. No.
All
Nah,
right, anybody else want to join in and chime on this? Hey, come on, we got open seating right here. Doesn't hurt to have a few more opinions because everybody may not have the same opinion like me. If with a dirt event, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't let my kids do it.
if it was a
I
what
mean,
event,
it's
a dirty
huh?
event,
If it was a party event and everybody wanted dirty and like what Alan said, he has all clean. I have dirty stuff that
okay,
people have given me, and
okay, you're a
I don't
parent.
even put it on the same drive. Well, I don't even really play it. So I mostly play clean stuff. That's probably why I don't do anything now, or I don't worry about doing anything because there's nothing out there that wants like
Yeah,
clean.
exactly, exactly.
I mean, if I'm doing something
They,
for like
they,
an adult party, like a
they want
40s or
they want
50s,
that whap. They want that whap. Whap.
yeah, because this the new generation music is not my thing. Not even for the money. It's not
No,
even worth it for the money
no,
for me.
no,
So
no.
I really wouldn't take the event, and I have turned down some events just because it wasn't something that fit my morals. So
I have not taken an event here in the U.S. in over 10 years. I
yeah, I
only
think
do.
it's been 5 years for me. So
Yeah,
I'm not really sweating or missing anything. All these other guys, they can have all this stuff. So you
it's
know,
only you.
yeah, you can call me bedroom if you want to. Fine. I've
No, no,
I've done the events and it's
dude.
past my time.
I
I
got the
would take
flyers on the
only
wall.
what I feel like doing.
I got the flyers on the wall, dude. I've done the events. I've done events in Europe. I've done events in England. I'm trying to. I was trying to get to Japan before this motherfucking COVID hit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can have it all. Have it.
Then what Rodney said, I agree with him. You don't know who may want to book you. Even okay, let's say another parent is there and their child has a birthday party coming up.
Okay.
Now, if you're playing dirty and they hear you playing dirty, they're like, well, this parent may want their child to hear whatever. So that they agree with it, but they say, well, my kid is not going to be.
Okay.
If we give them a party, they're not going to be having this same type of music.
Okay. What type of party is he talking about? The Sweet 16, or is he talking
Yeah,
about the high school?
we talk about just the house, the parent
No.
party.
Where is the event? Is it a Sweet 16 in somebody's backyard, or somebody rented a hall, or is
Okay,
it a
let's
school
say it's
party?
a
Is it a school
non-school
party?
event.
Okay.
It's something with the team and the parent.
Then she would probably have to talk to the DJ to see if he has a different format or program, different songs that he could play for an event. I'm not, dude. If you don't like what I'm playing, don't hire me. Don't talk to me. I'm good where I'm at.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing that's discussed up front. Like before contract. Hey, just to let you know,
I'm good.
I have kids myself, and
I got
whatever I play for somebody else is gonna be clean, especially in front of kids and elderly adults. And let's say even with some weddings, have any of y'all ever felt comfortable playing something that and this is a little sidetrack off that, but I want to go ahead and bring this up anyway, just so it's not a topic just because of this. It's just something that I want to bring up. Like, say for instance, you're doing a wedding, the couple, the bride and the groom want you to play a song, and the grandparents or like sitting right in front of you, or you have a lot of older people that you know won't feel comfortable listening to this, but it's their wedding. How do y'all feel about that? Or it's based on whoever is cutting the check?
I mean, to me, I think it just comes down to planning. So, I mean, if it's going to be a song that's kind of off the cuff, then I mean, I'll probably play it. But for the most part, I'm going to have a list of songs that they want to hear already. So, like, if they're going to be, doing some kind of special song, I'm already going to have it ahead of time. It's not going to be like they're going to be telling me on a day of the wedding anyway. So, I'm going to have, whatever version that they requested. So, if they explicitly say, hey, I want to play the dirty version, which, I mean, I've had that happen before, but it's not common for me.
One of the last weddings that I did, the bride requested that when they cut the cake and she was supposed to put it in her husband's mouth, she wanted me to play "Put It in Your Mouth" Akinelli.
Oh, old school, old school.
Your motherfucking mouth. Now that's what they was paying the money. So yeah, put it in your mouth.
Wow.
There's no clean version for that. It's not going to even sound right.
I always wanted to try that. I wanted to play that when I was doing radio, but I never could find a way to get it.
Yeah.
Even the clean version, I couldn't. That was one song that I wanted to play, but I couldn't play.
I played it many times.
Radio or just during a show?
I played it many times. Even at a wedding.
But you just said it was requested, right? You didn't play it.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but then I played it in the Poconos when me and Carlton was up in the Poconos during the '90s.
Mm-hmm.
I played it up there, and the girls. I used to actually play it in the one of the sections of the set that I had was called the Pajama Jammy Jam. So after 12 o'clock, between 12 o'clock at night and 2 in the morning, people would come down in their pajamas. So then I would play like really raunchy stuff. Yeah. Put it in your mouth, your motherfucking mouth. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm not hijacking. Let me mute myself.
No, you're not hijacking. That was me that threw that off. That added that. It was just something I wanted to put out there because I had it just came up. So I'm like, well, let me ask this: if there's people that you feel uncomfortable playing the song for, but the bride and the groom don't care. It's like this, man. Oh shoot, that's just my grandparents, man. They ain't gonna mind hearing it. I play this stuff for them all the time. But you the person that has to play it, and then they look at you sideways like, is he actually playing this? But a lot of people jump on the aspect that, well, is the grandparents cutting the check or is the bride and groom cutting the check? It's sometimes is money or morals. And with me, money is not everything. I don't really care for it all the time. I just try to respect people because you never know where that respect may end up. So, with me, I'll be up front and say, well, if there's additional song that you want me to play, you need to let me know now, because if I don't have it, like say for instance, if they ask for that track, Put It in Your Mouth, and I have it, but I just didn't bring it with me, or I don't have the clean version, or I don't have a version that's clean enough, I'm just gonna tell them I don't have it. Even if I do have it, I'm not gonna play the dirty version if my set is supposed to be all clean, or if all the music that we had talked about was going to be clean, and all of a sudden you're asking for something that's out of the scope of what we had discussed. But what Rodney Smith, right? What Rodney said that when it comes to you stuff, and I have received to do you stuff, I passed it. I passed it off because it's something that I would do.
Yeah, I haven't done any youth parties in maybe over 20 years, maybe even longer than that.
Would you accept one now if somebody offered you,
Youth?
family
No,
member or something?
no. I would throw it to somebody else. I would throw it to somebody else. I would go to the party, but I would throw it to somebody else. And then if they want to see me play, I'll play 2 or 3 songs and be out of it. There'll be slides. I'll play some slides, and before I let go, and I'm out of it.
Safe zone tracks.
Yep, you got it. But I would throw the party to somebody else. Yep.
Anything else you got to add, Alan?
Uh,
Quiet back there.
no, no. I mean, youth parties. I don't mind doing youth parties at all. Sweet 16s, stuff like that. I mean, it doesn't bother me. But like I said, as far as the music goes, I'm only going to download the clean versions of the music ahead of time anyway. And if they give me a list of stuff that needs to be played, I'll just clean up the song myself. I'll just put it in Audacity. I mean, because like I said, the events that I've done, I haven't really had anybody say, hey, I just need dirty versions of songs. I mean, I just haven't come across that really.
Yeah, I just need the raunchiest version
Exactly.
of the song do you have. I want all the curse words. The F.
Yeah,
the
they're just giving
S's.
the songs, and I'll look them up and I'll say, hey, there's no clean version. I'll just make my own clean version.
Yeah. With the NS7 III, you have the what they call it, the
Sensor
bleep,
button.
the bleep. Yeah, you have the bleep button. So if you know it's coming up, you go blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but you got to know the lyrics for that to work.
Yeah, you gotta know the lyrics.
Yeah.
And then with some of it, even if there's not an explicit word, the sentence itself can lead up to something that you shouldn't be playing.
Why?
And
Why shouldn't I play it?
and that's with a lot of the music now. It ain't like back in our day where you know the words. No, what they have,
Today,
it ramps up to the words.
Yeah.
And then it hits the words and it'll stay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you may end up bleeping out a whole sentence and then 5 words after the sentence and get in maybe a vowel or a pronoun. And then,
So now the kids are mad at you, but the teachers love you.
no, they won't love you either because they like, okay, he's not playing any music. All he doing is playing beats. He playing tones.
Well, play some Frank Sinatra from Frank Sinatra, some Elvis Presley, and some James Brown. You could do some M2 May. As I was going back to my Frankie Beverly and Mays. They'd be happy. The kids would be mad as hell. But who's paying you?
Yeah.
Who's paying you? The kids ain't paying you shit. But
Always gonna be who cut the check.
who cut the check? Who cut the check? The kids are mad at you right now. You know why? They might even kick your table. But they don't know I'm not using turntables, regular turntables. So they can't make my needle jump. Back in the day, they could kick it and make your needle jump if they got mad at you. Now you can't do that. What you doing, KJ? I hear you cooking.
I'm looking at questions. I'm going to look at questions that people posting. I didn't see anything. Alan had the one with the operating system, which we already gone through that one. That one was something. We went through the mic, even though I didn't test it. It will the mic and the headphones works with the mixer because the mic input is for a mixer. You wouldn't be able to do it with a computer because the computer is going to recognize it as something different.
unless you plug it into one of those two regular headphones adapters.
Yeah, if it's individual. Well, no, not even with
Yeah,
individual jacks.
one of these. Two. Uh, if you plug it into that,
Hold on, let me see. I don't see what you doing right now. Only got okay. I see.
yeah, if you plug it into the regular headphone jack, the stereo jack, like
Hmm.
this is my regular headphone stereo jack for my Sony MDRs. So you plug it into that, and you plug it into a mic jack, you good to
Yeah,
go.
it'll definitely work.
Yep.
And it's only one side. It only works for one side. So I think
Yeah.
it's the left. The
Yep.
left one you would have to.
Yep. Whatever. Yeah.
Now, have any of y'all ever did it? I mean, I don't know why you want to do this, but have any one of y'all ever used a mic for headphones?
No,
No.
I've never
No.
done that before.
No. I've never done that. Oh, one thing I wanted to show you too, Cajun. You was telling people about those other headphones. I want to show you this.
Wait, what are those that you got?
Sony MDRs. These are old pair.
Okay. Let me see the cup. You just showing me the headband. Let me see what do they swivel?
No.
Okay, I think I got some like those. Which ones are those? MDR what?
Where's
430 or something like that?
no 7506, 7505 or
I got
7506.
two
Dude,
pair of MDRs.
dude, these are my go-tos. I keep these two pairs of these when I travel anywhere. And you was talking about those other headphones that I bought.
Yeah, the
Um,
Bluetooth.
yeah, but yeah,
Now have you done those with the Bluetooth?
no, yes, I've done it with the Bluetooth, but it does the same thing. And I got another pair that I can show you. It does it too. AKG pair. Be right back.
All right, what other topics that you had, Alan? Because I
That's all I
posted
had.
in like several different groups. I didn't get a lot of. I posted in the Serato group, and they just debated the example. I'm like, okay, this is not the full example. I just stated something to give you an idea of what I was looking for a question. So they just basically beat down the actual example, even though it wasn't stated completely. So let me see what else.
Okay, I'm back. AKGs.
I got some of those too.
These I don't DJ with these because they're open back, so it doesn't encapsulate the sound. It doesn't. But I use the MDRs to DJ. I definitely use the MDRs to DJ. Sony MDRs, but dude, AKGs, you can indestructible.
I don't
And,
know
and
what AKGs you got. I got two pairs and
yeah, these are the. Hold on a second. Where's my light? Oh, turn some light on. Well, K240 Mark IIs. K240 Mark IIs. These are the ones I keep with my main computer. I do all my music on. Well, not DJing, but for the record pool. So yeah, you see that? Is that a stretch or what?
all right, I'm trying to think of another. Thought I had something else somebody had mentioned. Trying to find it.
HDMI cable.
Yeah, but I'm like,
I don't know.
Eh, I didn't see the gist out of that. I just saw that one. I mean, if you got a bad HDMI cable, you just need to replace it. I've tried fixing, and I got HDMI cables around here where at the tip, if it bends off and all the pins come out, it's impossible to get it back in. Get it back in that sleeve.
Yeah,
And then what happens if that happens? You get one pin to break, and that's all you need. You get one pin to break. Everything else is just gone to shit. You just have to get rid of it. I probably got maybe 4 HDMI cables that I probably need to just toss out because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put this aside. This is a good cable. I'll fix it. Now I just need to just go ahead and toss it out because it's 16 wires. It's 16 lines, and the pins are very small. And if you bend one out of place, and if it comes out of that whole jacket or that whole sheet, it's hard to get back in. I thought that might be one of my skill sets that I would learn in order to learn how to put that back in there, but I haven't been successful with that yet. And then even with that, trying to put the case or the cover on it didn't even work, and I used other stuff to substitute that, and it didn't work. So trying to fix a HDMI cable is hard. Best thing to do is just go ahead and get another one. Since they're so cheap anyway. Yep, and if you using if you need like a right angle type, it's better to get the adapter.
Yeah.
I got something now where if you especially if you use a close fitting mounting bracket for the TV, if it mounts real close to the wall, you're not going to use a traditional one that sticks in the back, not unless it sticks in from the side. You have to get a 90-degree angle that plugs into the port, and then your cable plugs into the bottom of that. But yeah, if there's something about HDMI that you know that I don't know, hey, share it. Spill the beans.
I just throw the cables away if they go bad. I don't try to fix them. Yeah. If it's XLR, I can fix them, but HDMI I wouldn't even mess with.
What else would you mess with?
XLR, I've repaired those.
XLR is just like 3 different cable runs. The MDMI is like maybe 5 or 6 connections or something. It's cheaper to throw the cables away.
HDMI?
Yeah.
No, that's 16.
Well,
I got it on the whiteboard now where downstairs where I got it to fix cable with each.
XLR is 3 cables. It's three.
Oh yeah, XLR.
Wires. Three per wires. 3 wires. What's the other one? The ones that you put it in and you turn. The blue tip.
It's Speak On.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Speak On.
Yep. So, and that's 3 wires too. Once you just get the connection on and you just turn it, it's like 3 wires. That's easy. A little soldering iron, you good to go. The HDMI cable, I throw them shits away. If it go bad, throw them away. It's cheaper.
I just have like 25 and 50 foot. I just don't see myself throwing them away. I was spliced to cut the end off and buy a new tip for it before I throw it away.
That's because you're a big boss.
Big boss with a lot of stuff.
Me, I got a little apartment. I'm gonna send American pickers to your house to see if they can pick some stuff. You know about American pickers, right?
Yeah, I seen the show.
See if they get some old radio parts. They maybe could fix a radio or a car or something. Me, I ain't got no room. I'm in Harlem. They don't give us no room. I'm in like a what? I think it's 1,600 square foot apartment, maybe even less than that. No room. 2 bedrooms, 1,600 feet, one bathroom. I can't run nowhere. I can't even climb out the window. I got child guards on there. Even though we ain't got no kids on, even though we ain't got no kids, it's mandatory that if kids come and visit you, like our grandkids, you have to have child guards so they won't fall out the window. I'm on the second floor. They need that lesson. They need that lesson. Don't put your hand on the stove and don't look too far out the window. Those are 2 lessons you need to learn. What you doing, Kenya?
I'm still looking. I'm looking at the.
I'm gonna hang it up, fellas. It's been real. It's been a little late for me. I gotta get up in the morning.
Please, go ahead. I'm gonna let you. Well, we can go ahead and wrap up. I can't find anything else. So since Alan want to go ahead, I'm gonna let him sign out.
I'm gonna put it on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, if you haven't been here in a while, so this is what I do at the end. I let everybody sign off. Basically tell people how to find you, where to find you, your social media stuff. You basically just expose yourself. This is your time to let people know where they can find you. So hold on, let me get back to the screen so I can be able, because I put each person on, and then after you finish saying what you got to say, then you can go, and I just let the next person, which would be Eric.
He's
already gone.
He gone already.
Okay. Well, okay. All right. You ready?
I guess so.
All right. Hold on. Gotta be able to find you. He may pop back up. I think he's gone because we gotta go to work tomorrow. All right. You got the floor.
Hey, I'm DJ Eric Prince. I'm from Harlem, and I do a live from Harlem set bi-weekly now. Also in the Pandemic Games and Entertainment Room. Check it out from the Atlantic DJ Zone. You can also check me out on CEEDOGGpresents.com or showrecordpool.com. If you want any of the music that I'm playing, go to showrecordpool.com, and we also have showrecordpool.jp. Love you guys. See you next time. Peace out.
All right. That was Eric. This is the Kid, Kenyon Ellis, aka the Kid. You can find me here on YouTube, my YouTube channel, DAKYDD007, and it's also my Instagram, which finally I remember is the Kid at 007. Most of the time you can find me. Most of the time you can find me on Facebook, because that's where I usually am. With like 5 other Facebook groups, so you can find me there. Y'all be sure, like Eric said, check out the next Pandemic Games. We just had one this past weekend. The next one is going to be on the 28th. It's mostly half a day or most of the day event, start at 6, and it goes all the way up to midnight. And we have DJs that spin live. Plus, we have actual games, and there's 3 new games now. So make sure you come in on that, and you want to share. And it's Pandemic Games and Entertainment. There's 2 rooms. Make sure you go to the one that's in all caps. And if you want the link directly, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, but I'm gonna put it in the comments too. Is facebook.com/groups/P as in Paul, G is in golf, E is in Edward, and then 2001 with the letter B as in Bravo behind it. The old group is without the B, but I had to create a new group, so we had to go with the B on this one. So that's about it. Like I said, the 28th on that. You can find me there. There's a group there's an event tomorrow that a lot of people don't know about. I'm trying to look up the location now. I think it's called the Sip and Spin. It's a networking event that one of the zone members is hosting at a venue. It's in, I think it's in Douglasville, if I remember exactly. I'm trying to find it real quick. Let's see if I can share it. But it's a networking event and it's a learning event. And it's not like most of the events that go on in the zone where there's where everybody is on the turntable deck. It's more of an educational type of thing. And I missed the last one or the first one, but this is the next one that's coming up. I got it pulled up, but I think I may not be looking at the right date. Just want to make sure that I have it. All right, it's called Spin, Sip, and Learn. Spin, Sip, and Learn. Okay, this is July, but I'm going to go ahead and share this because there's also one coming up tomorrow, which is the 18th. So the same information that I'm about to post now, but the next one is on the 18th. I need to come back to StreamYard to see if I can share it. And I probably can't share it because let's see, this may be it. I'm hoping that this is it. Nope, that's not it. So I gotta find it again. Okay, I found it. All right, this is the event. And out. This is the event right here. It's Spin, Sip, and Learn, and it is. Ignore the date. It's on Wednesday, but it's tomorrow, the 18th, and it's a free event. It's a free event. You can come out and learn something. This will be the first time that I've gone to one, and it is Atlanta 50 Hall, and that's 4515 Fulton Industrial, which is on the west end. And they say they want you to, if you bring in equipment, bring your own decks, your laptop, one monitor, surge protector, extension cord, everything else will be provided. And there are going to be some stuff that's going to be taught. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do there, but I'll talk to them and see what it is that they may want me to do or what they want me to bring or whatever, so I get in contact with them. Probably hit them up as soon as I finish so I can go ahead and have something planned out for tomorrow. But that's going to be it. So if you're available for that, that's tomorrow. Pandemic Games Entertainment. I'm about to post that now. That will be on the next event will be on the 28th. So y'all make sure that you join and come on in for that. And I think that's about it. And I think this is the link for the pandemic games. Yep. Facebook.com/groups/PGE 2021 with the letter B. We'll take you to the group. Make sure you join. And then on that day, 6 o'clock to midnight, you want to look at the rooms. There's room for most of the common games that we have, and you could join in and play a game. Even if there's nobody not there, I will come in and I will play with you, even if it's just us until more people start to come in. But like I said, more people need to show up, because that's when it gets more exciting, when you have more people. And this is something that hasn't been done on Facebook yet, or I haven't seen or haven't heard about it. So this is the first for me, because the method that I'm using is still fairly new, and a lot of people don't even use it. So that's about it on that. But anyway, I'm still doing some work here on the Loki machine. Let me see if I can. Room is a mess. Let's see if I can pull the camera down. Wait, I know what I can do. The phone. Yep, my phone's still charged. All right, let me send myself. Well, anyway, I'll send some pictures. I'll send some pictures of video. I got fans and stuff. I'm still putting it in, and I'm still going through cleaning music up as I'm adding. I'm just not adding stuff on. I'm going through, cleaning it up, adding it, and then I will move it around to other drives. Excuse me. So that's what I need to be doing right now. I'm about to sign off. Thank everybody for coming out. I'd like to thank Eric, as always. You're welcome. Anytime, my brother, Alan, yourself, thank you for tuning in, sharing the advice and knowledge and so forth that you have to share. Thank you again. You're welcome anytime. So, and as for everybody else, everybody that was out there, Stephen, Derek, Rodney, I don't know who else that was there, but those were the people that I saw that were commenting the most. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, I don't need 1,000 viewers, 100 viewers, or whatever. All I just need is one. And even with one, I will still do it anyway, because it's going to be something that somebody's going to need eventually. So it's going to help out somebody at some point. But anyway, enough talking. I got to go. Got a lot of stuff that I got to do. I hope everybody is doing well, and y'all make sure to stay safe. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm out of here. Peace.